before as a director. I've gone and directed some shows. So that was almost like my testing phase. I was testing it out because I'm not used to this format. It's a long format. I've only made feature films. So those were my times where I was just trying to figure out how a long format works. What kind of, what kind of challenges are you were faced with. But this was completely new turf for me, and nothing prepared me for what entailed. Kaala took almost 3 years to make, and right from the writers that he mentioned, all the writers who came on board, to the creative team from Hotstar, Manisha Tripathi and Shashi, and the T-Series team and my team. I mean, there was like such a massive collaborative effort. What you see here today is I'm saying I'm the creator showrunner, but there's like an army behind me which made sure that we were able to showcase it here. So I just want to take this moment to just thank each and every person who stood by Kaala and who made this happen. So thank you, all of you. You know who you are. So thank you so much for making this happen today. We are finally done with 7 episodes. एक और episode बचा है, तो थोड़ा और मेहनत बचा है, तो but 15 तारीख से पहले हो जाएगा.
I'll take the liberty to ask you this question here. सर मेरा रैप कब हो रहा है?
वो 8 एपिसोड एक बार लॉक हो जाएगा ना, then मैं बोल दूंगा रैप.
I haven't heard a rap yet.
Maybe on 15 साल से अविनाश एक शॉट लेना बचा है. अब तू आईफोन पे लेके भेज दे मुझे.
Well, 15th September, of course, we could see hands up out there already. So I'll request everybody to please keep the questions related to the show itself, and it's open to you people.
Hello. Avinash, hi. My question to you is, do you go searching for good roles, or do good roles come to you? Also, this month you have 2 releases back to back. So are you like celebrating Avinash Divas?
Yeah, it should be Avinash Divas. Na? Avinash Tiwari Festival, Film Festival, September. Honestly, I think it's the years of hard work and earning some credibility that people think that I'm good enough to get credible parts. The question should be asked to Bejoy sir, what he thought in, what he saw in me to offer such an interesting part. I'm still figuring it out. I would always say this कि पहले ये था कि यार काम क्यों मिलता है ये पता चल जाएगा, तो काम क्यों नहीं मिलता शायद ये पता चले. I still haven't figured it out. Why I get work, I still don't know, because I still couldn't figure out why I didn't get work. But yeah, as long as it's coming to me, I'm very happy. I'm happy at the fact that, like you said, there are 2 releases this month. Like 3 releases in a span of 6 months. It's a great time, yeah. It's lovely. Thank you.
I'm just happy that good actors like him are getting an opportunity to showcase. That way OTT has been such a boon, not just for actors, for writers, for technicians, and there's so many new faces, new voices being given an opportunity, and they're all getting their due. So great.
Hi, this is Aina from Instant Bollywood. My question is to Tahir. This side. Yeah. I want to actually know that what makes an antagonist look extremely feared on screen, and how challenging was that for you?
Hi Aina, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, honestly, whether it's an antagonist or a protagonist, the way, at least my area of performance is, you don't really think of him as an antagonist, right? You're looking at him as a character, as a person, right? So it's tough to empathize with somebody like Naman, honestly. For Tahir to empathize with Naman is very tough. But you start to defend him, right? So when you defend the guy, you technically start to become him, in the sense that you feel that his actions are justified. So if, for example, his actions are causing fear in the eyes of the audience or in the eyes of the other characters, then automatically it's fearful. Does that make sense? And then also you're directed really well. So in case if you're not looking fearful, then Bejoy will give a tough answer.
In Tahir's thing, I think I'm answering for everyone, but I think what he said is so nice, that he makes when an actor makes the character very human. You write a certain prototype, and like you said, antagonist, protagonist. But when the actor adapts it and makes it very human, suddenly it becomes way more relatable. And with Tahir also, even though he's playing an antagonist, I remember there was this 1 or 2 moments in the script which is we write it as dialogue, but then when he says it and when he adapts it and makes it so, like there is a moment where he is so vulnerable. Now you don't expect the antagonist to be vulnerable, and there was no vulnerability on paper, but he made that happen in the dialogue, and suddenly that changes texture of the scene. So I think that's the sign of a good actor. That's a sign, and that's what we also creators keep looking for. Someone who can just take that material from the paper and lift it. So yeah. Please let him. Yeah, let him. He's been waiting to ask. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Siraj Sayyed. I'm from filmfestivals.com, India correspondent. Question is to Bejoy.
Bejoy, sir.
Bejoy. Oh my God.
No problem.
Proofreading error. The question is that any action crime thriller depends a lot on the balance between the fast-paced action and the emotion. What pains or troubles or principles have you kept in mind while packaging this show? And corollary to that is, are there any other senior actors besides Meeta Vashisht in the film, in the series?
Well, to answer your first question, I don't think any action sequence that you can design as part of the narrative, it'll never work if it is not backed by emotion. I'm a strong believer. Actually, as much as you can see that I'm so comfortable doing action and thriller, my favorite genre is drama. So drama is my first go-to. So I believe that if the story and the character work, then only it kind of connects to the audience. Everything else is just like a dressing, So the action part of it, the thrill part of it, all that is just to make sure the story gets more effective. And this is something I think my previous mentor, Mr. Vidhu Vinod Chopra, he taught me this. He told me that whenever you're writing an action scene also, make sure it's rooted heavily in emotion. Then the action, whatever you do, you can blast cars, you can kill people, but the moment it's rooted in emotion, it'll hit harder. So I'm a strong believer of that. And coming to your second part of your question, senior actors, yes, there are many more senior actors other than Meeta Vashisht. There are other senior actors too. I don't know if you briefly caught in the trailer, Mr. Shakti Kapoor is there in the show. And apart from him also, there are a couple of other senior actors who are part of the thing, which I'll wait for you to watch and discover.
Hi, I'm Namita Suchdev from Punjab Kesari. बैठ के It's really intriguing. My question goes to Hiten, but उससे पहले I want to ask Rohan. आप लोग को आपको नहीं बताया था कि सब लोग काला पहनेंगे, तो आपने green पहना?
Actually, ma'am, I'm trying to give a bit of an ode to my character since he's a military man. So, and also the tags as well. So, a little bit of that, yeah.
Wow.
Nuances, yeah.
तो काले के साथ कुछ सफेद भी होना चाहिए,
हाँ जी,
right?
बिल्कुल.
हाँ. So my question goes to you, Hiten. With your transition to OTT, we are seeing you in different stories. So what made you say yes for this one?
Well, I'm always looking for good roles. And I'm not very particular about that I want to do this, I want to do this. I'm an actor first. So I will do best roles wherever possible, whatever medium. And I think it's high time where we take away this line or take away this thing that, he's a TV actor or he's a film actor. An actor is an actor. He's on all platforms. Like abroad, they do theater also, they do web series, they do films, they do everything, So an actor is an actor. I got a good role, I get good opportunity. I see the whole character. Plus, I see, with whom I'm working, what is happening, what is he, what does he want exactly me to do? Is there something different he wants me to do, which is what I got in this type, as Bejoy also mentioned. Bejoy sir said that, he always wanted me to do something different, and I was happy that he offered me something different. So, and for an actor, it's a good thing if you get to experiment with different roles all the time. People have seen me. We have this habit everywhere. Everybody, if they've seen me as a good-looking, very positive boy, बहुत अच्छा लड़का, तो वो सबने दिखाया है. लेकिन उस इमेज को तोड़ के उसे कुछ और दिखाना, क्योंकि जो जितना ज़्यादा अच्छा होता है, उतना ही अंदर से काला होता है. इसीलिए काला. थैंक यू.
मेरे शो में आप गुड बॉय नहीं है सर.
नहीं नहीं, यही मैंने बोला कि इन्होंने मुझे कुछ अलग दिया. अभी हम आई डिडंट वांट टू गो डीप इनटू दैट, नहीं तो पूरी सब कुछ बता देता मैं. बट इन्होंने मुझे कुछ अलग दिया और उन्होंने बोला आई वांट यू टू डू दिस. जैसे कि मैंने पहले भी मेंशन किया, हमारी मीटिंग हुई थी किसी और चीज के लिए. देन ही सेड ये आई वांट यू टू डू दिस. आई सेड थैंक यू सर, आई विल डू इट.
And one good thing which is happening these days in stories is good boy or bad boy का जो difference है ना, in terms of looks also, hero और villain वाला, वो बचा नहीं है अभी ज़्यादा, which is good.
हाँ.
What do you have to say about that?
Of course, the lines are blurring. You don't. I think you're not, and that's also because of the storytelling is, we expanded our appetite for different kind of stories. So then automatically, when the audience is accepting different kind of stories, characters, actors are taking on challenging roles and different roles. That's definitely lines are blurring.
Hi, Bejoy sir. I'm Ditash from News 18. My question to you is, so I'll say something before that. I think you have a very distinct style